Welcome to the final chapter in the Dynasound Pro product and application course. Up until this point, we have discussed basic network system topology. In this brief chapter, we will touch on some advanced topics to provide a few further details. Dealers are often surprised to learn that system components are pre-configured at the factory for a specific project prior to shipment. What this means for dealers is that they must ensure the specific device is installed at specific locations, shown on project drawings prepared by CSM. Each DS8000 is labeled with a device ID for identification within the system. This device ID correlates to the IP address of the unit assigned at the factory. Additionally, the 8 loudspeaker channels must also match perfectly the design drawings in the proper order. On the right side of this drawing, you will notice a rectangular-shaped octagon with the ID 10.1. Also shown are 8 sound masking symbols denoting loudspeaker locations. The number next to the sound masking symbol indicates the loudspeaker number associated with device ID 10.1. Because of this, when installation occurs, the DS8000 pre-labeled 10.1 must be located in the area shown and serve the loudspeakers in the proper termination order. Should the wrong DS8000 or loudspeaker order be identified at the time of tuning, movement of the devices and re-termination of all loudspeakers may be necessary. Prior to installation, it is very important that a cabling drawing showing device IDs and loudspeaker connections be provided by CSM, and those drawings be followed exactly as indicated. A point of confusion often surrounds how Dynasound Network is integrated on a client's LAN. The short answer is, it is not typically connected. Dynasound Network components require a separate data network using the DSPoE24 network switch, and is not placed on the client's data network. There are 2 primary reasons for this. First, the Dynasound network should be standalone and isolated from the client's network, as it does not require a connection to the outside world or internet. This ensures security and integrity of the client's network. Second, the Dynasound network solution utilizes a multicast Layer 2 transport technology for audio channel distribution. There are no means of prioritizing this traffic using QoS or other protocols. Therefore, to ensure audio signal latency remains intact, a separate network segment is deployed. In instances where control is requested from the client's network side, a touch panel with a second network connection may bridge the 2 separate networks. The advantage being only one IP is necessary on the client's network, and the only security concern is a standard Windows device, something most IT departments can appreciate. We previously mentioned that Privacy Manager software only need be present when certain advanced features are required. This example demonstrates how the touch panel PC is deployed on the network by connection to the Dynasound network switch. The touch panel is only required when daily scheduling of sound masking or audio levels is deployed. As well, it should be used for the software soft start ramping feature in situations where building occupants are being introduced to sound masking in a previously occupied space. Finally, the touch panel also provides password-protected user control, including profile settings, which act as global setting snapshots of levels and specific configurations. This user control screen also allows control of zone, global sound masking levels, and individual loudspeaker levels. The final case for having the touch panel PC in use is when a contact closure is needed to disable sound masking. In certain jurisdictions, sound masking may be disabled in the case of an emergency, so that announcements can be clearly understood. An optional contact closure interface may be connected to the DSTS-10 PoE and configured to disable sound masking in such cases. When music and paging sources are used with the Dynasound network system, a DS3008 or DS3002 may be used to digitize line-level audio inputs, making them available for use by a DS8000 loudspeaker controller. While only one DS3008 is shown here, up to 4 DS3008s may be connected to the system, bringing the total channel count up to 32 audio channels total. Each DS3008 may be assigned to a single bundle of 8 audio input channels per bundle. Up to 4 bundles of 8 channels may be used simultaneously, making the maximum channel count of a system 32. A DS8000 can subscribe to a single bundle of channels, meaning it can reproduce any of the 8 channels of audio which are unique to that bundle. DS8000 audio channels may not consist of channels from multiple bundles, however. For example, if 2 DS3008s were connected to a system, the first being bundle 1 and the second being bundle 2, channels 1 through 8 would be placed on bundle 1, and channels 9 through 16 would be placed on bundle 2. Each DS8000 could subscribe to either bundle number 1 or bundle number 2. This would mean that each DS8000 could reproduce any combinations of channels 1 through 8 or channels 9 through 16. It could not, however, reproduce a combination of the two. One of the great things about the Dynasound Pro network system is its ability to scale from very small systems to extremely large facilities. In this illustration, we will discuss how multiple floors or larger floor plans can be accommodated. While this example shows different floors, the same concept also applies when more than 3 data closets might exist on a large floor plate. As the system utilizes Ethernet, the distance limitation between any local switch and DS8000 is 330 feet or 100 meters maximum. The other thing to consider is the number of data hops from one component to any other component in the system. Any Ethernet link from component to switch, as well as from switch to another switch, is considered one hop. The maximum number of hops is 6 between any 2 components in the system. The primary switch keeps the number of hops minimized, while the local switch provides a nearby means of powering DS8000s on each floor in order to stay within the 330-foot, 100-meter limitation. Beginning at the DS3008, we will count hops on floor 1. The DS3008 to primary switch is hop 1. The primary switch to local switch is hop 2. The local switch to DS8000 is hop 3. Again, we will not count the patch bay as a hop. Now let us count the number of hops from the DS8000s on floor 1 to DS8000s on floor 2. Working backwards from the DS8000s floor 1 to local switch is hop 1. From local switch to primary switch is hop 2. From primary switch to second floor local switch is hop 3. And from the second floor local switch to the DS8000s is hop 4. As the third floor is configured the same as the second, our maximum number of switch hops for this system is 4, well within the maximum hop limit of 6. This completes the final chapter of the Dynasound Pro Products and Application course. Prior to taking the course assessment, let's review this brief chapter. Device IDs and IP addresses are assigned to each DS8000 prior to shipment. It is imperative that the proper device ID be located as shown on the project drawings provided by Cambridge Sound Management, and that each loudspeaker is connected in the proper order, as indicated, to avoid rework. A separate sound masking network is always required for Dynasound Pro due to multicast traffic and security. Only a single IP address is needed from the client's data network, and then only if control from the client network is required. An optional touch panel with a second network card is available when the client network control is desired. The DSTS-10PoE touch panel is required when scheduling, user profiles, soft start ramping, or when emergency contact closure is required. This unit also provides an end-user interface for system control. Audio signals are digitized at the DS3008 and DS3002 and distributed throughout the Ethernet network using multicast data transmission. Each DS8000, DS3002, and DS3008 can subscribe to one of 4 bundles, consisting of 8 unique audio channels. In larger systems, digital audio is first transmitted to a primary network switch for distribution, to local switches which serve DS8000 loudspeaker controllers. This facilitates the maximum number of network hops for the system. The maximum number of hops between any 2 Dynasound network products is 6. The Dynasound Pro sound masking products provide a wealth of options which can be used in plenum ceilings, hard lid ceilings, open structure, as well as raised access floors. This versatile solution can also be used in conjunction with different audio signals, and in the case of the network system, control both sound masking and audio sources at the individual loudspeaker level. Cabling is simplistic, utilizing category-type cable and 2-conductor loudspeaker cabling. Finally, Privacy Manager software offers a common control and configuration platform for the entire product family, making system changes very user-friendly. Thank you for taking this course. Please don't forget to complete the next assessment module in order to obtain course continuing education credit.